because he had a huge dream to create the studio, and so many constraints came in his life.
Two hearts running wild.
Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to a very special place for me. It's like going down the memory lane. I'm going to, he's like my elder brother now, but he used to arrange my songs, and he would take so much care in arranging my songs and making, even he did for My Karma, my film, and we have a very long relationship. For so many years we have been working together, but for the last 7-8 years I've not worked with him. Maybe I've not even visited his place, but he came last year on February 28th on Selfless Loving Anniversary. He came to our ashram, and it is a very beautiful relationship we have. But since now I have stopped creating my songs and my films, everything, so I decided to go and visit him. And I knew his family. His wife used to love me a lot. Whenever I would go to his place, she would offer me food, and she knew what I love to eat, and she took a lot of care towards me. And many times, because of my works, I wouldn't eat or something, and she would make me sit, have food, and it used to be a very beautiful time. So I'm going because for many years I knew that he wanted to make a sound studio, and after so many years, after so many constraints, he had completed his sound studio. After a long time I'm going through this path, and on this path, on this road, there is mother's house. I used to go there often, but I've not gone there for a long time. So let's see if I could show you mother's house. That is Shishu Bhavan, and mother's house is coming. There, from the left, starts the mother's house. Hi, Mama. Many years back, I used to live around this place near Baligaj Ferry, and this is the Korea Hut crossing. Remember that song? My first song, Jia Jaina. We shot here. That time this bridge was not there, and I had a very strange experience. One of my friend, Rajesh Jain, used to live in this building, topmost floor there, and we shot it here from his building. And I have so many memories of this place, and even of Ablu. The way we used to, like earlier, every year I used to make at least 10 to 12 songs, and for many years now I've not been making. I'm just using those songs which I had previously made. I'm very excited to meet studio because he had a huge dream to create the studio, and so many constraints came in his life, and now he has created this studio. It's called Ablu Studio. It's in Ganguli Bagan in Kolkata. He is such a special human being, always smiling. I have never seen him frowning, or I've never seen him like this in his forehead. He always used to smile and do his work. But since I couldn't afford him anymore, I just slowly faded myself off from the music thing, but not from him. Years you have really longed. I have been part of that journey to create your own professional studio. So how did you make this studio, which we are going to see very soon?
Actually, a year and a half back, I stay here, and I was going to a studio for work, and I saw a mechanic working
In this
in the premises. So I asked him, "Can I see it?" He said, "Yes, come in." And I was looking for a studio space here and there, close by. Then I entered it. It was just a one-room flat, and I liked it because there was two entrances, and one from the east and one from the west. And I said, "Okay, do you want to sell it?" They said, "Yes, we want to sell it." Then it was ground floor, and it was just the building beside me. So I thought it will be nice if I can get this flat, buy this flat and make a studio. Then I went to discuss with the engineer to alter this one-room flat into a studio. And he said, "Yes, it can be done," and he showed me a design how the studio is. Then I said, "Okay, start working." And we got this premises and registered it, and I started making this studio. And finally, after trying 3 times in my life to make a studio, this is the final moment, final time that I got this studio. I made this studio. This studio is very nice, very good, and the sound, the equipment, everything is very latest and very, very nice. And people do work here and they like it, like the place. The vibe of the place is very nice, and it is very homely, and we don't charge much for the studio. Charges are very, very low, mostly, probably the lowest in the market.
What are the services they can get here?
And they can do their film dubbing, film dub matching, background music and Foley's, and they can add songs and add films, and they can make normal songs and arrangements and programming and recording. And we have done up to 40 chorus over here in one single day, in one single shift. We have done 40 choruses.
Oh,
And at a time we can record 3 people over here, 4 people over here.
Oh.
We have 4 phone lines. Now it is 6 phone lines. We have, and the best part, we have best food over here. Nice food. It is very, very nice food. And
Also, they can have. There's a canteen also where they can have food.
there is a pantry in the studio, and one great thing about the studio, I always wanted that because
You have told me.
because I love tea, so I made the tea bill free. Whatever the tea bill.
So
is.
you have a tea machine? Or
Yes, I have tea machine in the studio, and it is absolutely free. It has no charge, no matter how much many cups you have.
Okay, so endless tea.
Endless tea service over here. Lot of shooting is also done in the studio, as it is so beautiful and so cozy.
Ablu, when I came, I think in 2001 or something like that for my film My Karma, then he had his studio, makeshift studio, in his home in Kalighat.
Yes.
And there also, it used to be so beautiful because I used to feel I have not come to a working place. I have not come to it was very professional, but it was very homely also. The way I was taken care of, a person like me, a sannyasi like me, taken care of so beautifully by him and his family. And since then, I was always expecting, I was telling him, why don't you start your own professional studio? Because all studios are so, plastic. Because I knew that if he makes a studio, it will not be plastic. So now he has fulfilled his dream. When did you finish the studio? When the studio started working?
In mid of January 2023.
So I would ask all of you who are viewing this vlog, please bless that there are more, like this studio also grows and there are more humane studios, because that humane touch, humane value is not there in professional studios. So we wish all the best to Ablu's studio. It's also called Ablu Studio.
It is Ablue Studio.
Ablu Studio.
Do come to my studio for any work, any kind of, we solve anything musical, we do anything musical actually. And that is my tagline of the studio also, anything musical.
Anything musical with a heart. Because without heart, art is nothing. And he has that. Art with heart. We will see this studio, and now I'm in his house, which is just nearby, adjacent to his studio. So we'll go and see the studio. And today he has also told me that we will eat here something, because he has also learned some nice cooking. But see, I don't eat many things, so he has told me bhate bhat. That is my favorite, because we have been, as you have seen in previous vlog, we have been eating more of bhate bhat only nowadays. In Hindi, there is a saying which says Gagar mein sagar, means Gagar is a pot, and in that pot the whole ocean is there. Everything that is present in an ocean is there in a small earthen pot. So this studio is like that. And here is Ablu. This studio is like a dream comes true after a huge hard work. That is the thing.
Yes.
After hard works, the dream which comes true.
Lot of hard work, lot of experience.
Yes.
Lot of experience about other studios in Kolkata and abroad. and finally this came out, and people are liking it. That's my good luck, and I love my studio and hope everybody loves it.
You remember, Ablu, many years back, you used to tell about this studio in London.
Yes, Real World Studio.
What?
Real World Studio.
Yes.
Virgin Records. I worked there.
And you used to tell me that one day I want to make something similar, but maybe not such grand, but something similar. So what do you think?
Yes.
How much of that has come?
Yes, that is only little part has come out. What I had in my memories about Real World Studio. Real World Studio is a big budget studio, a small budget. But in my studio, I have an open window where you can see a park from the studio while recording, and you can see the climate. Now it is evening, now it is morning, now it is afternoon. You can feel it inside the studio. Normally in the studio it is always night. But in my studio you can see, and in the winter you will have sun rays coming on the floor where the musicians play.
And I came just to witness myself how it looks when dreams come true, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see this studio. If I would have continued my Atma pop song making things, who knows, I would have made something similar. But I'm happy to see this, that somebody's dreams have come true. What is the professional thing about this studio?
The first thing is my laptop is somewhere else. We record on laptops, and this is a MIDI controller. Where when I make music, I use this MIDI controller and the laptop. And this is Soundcraft MTK12 mixer with DBX and Lexicon and GB processor. This is a sound card also. This is not a digital mixer, it is analog. And this is MSP5 and Yamaha monitors. We have condenser microphone too in the studio. What is needed actually for a recording is there. Pro level recording.
So many things, even a thali kind of thing, and I am used to eat so less, but he can keep it for many days. And that is what Chandu had made and sent.
আমি অবাক হয়ে গেছি, কিন্তু আমি কিছু বলিনি তখন। এত অর্ডার দিলাম আমি এইটুকু খাবার দিয়েছি।
আমাকে বের করে দিতে হবে, এর মধ্যে অনেক জিনিস আছে যেগুলো আমি গালায় নেব। এটা আমাকে না পেঁয়াজটা দেবেন না।
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
such a beautiful time with you.
Thank you.
I think even if I cannot come often, but we will keep in touch every week.
Sure. Always.
Now you have more responsibilities for this work.
We will do well together.
Yes, we will do well.
I'm always
together.
with you.
There is a reason why Bhagwan has made us meet. Huh? Okay,
Sure.
take care.
Okay, take care.
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে